AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
LeBron James, come on now. The legend himself. His Lakers, yes, they're still his Lakers, apparently, are now 7-2. They won 5 games in a row. Luka Doncic is on complete fire. Austin Reaves had a 50-point game, 40-point game. They're going crazy. They just beat the Spurs recently, but recently acquired Kenny Smith from the ESPN network. He has something to say about LeBron James coming back to the Lakers.
Going to be the most interesting part is when LeBron comes back, because the two guys who've had the most success while he's out, they're very ball dominant. So they need the basketball to make plays. They're playmakers, not play finishers. Play finishers, a guy who just waits, dunks it. Perk was a play finisher. Just let him dunk it. You know, but no, I'm just saying, no, you put him in the box right there. Like I'm driving and put him in a dunk spot. He's going to dunk it. But then there's guys who know, no, I got to create to get a rhythm. And now, can you have 3 guys on the same team be creators? I know, Coach, you had Jokic. You can't have 3 Jokic's.
Right.
It's impossible to have that because there's not enough ball movement and body movement to win. So it's going to be interesting to see what LeBron does and how he slides in.
LeBron James will destroy the Lakers from inside out. He will obliterate the Lakers' current chemistry. But in all seriousness, he brings up a good question for us. Is Kenny Smith hating on the Lakers or really LeBron James when LeBron James does come back? Or do you think that he's going to help the Lakers? And if not, do you think Kenny Smith is actually correct?
This is a unique situation because this is the first time you ever got to question if the presence of LeBron James on a basketball team is going to be a detriment or is it going to be something that takes them to the next level. And the way the Lakers are playing right now, right? Playing together, everybody's touching the basketball. Luka is playing at a supreme level. He's got a sidekick with him in Austin Reaves, who's got a lot of confidence right now, shooting the ball. He's almost taking 20 shots a night, Austin Reaves. When LeBron James comes back in the fold, LeBron James is not a guy that you're going to put in the dunker spot, like Kenny Smith said. He's not a guy that you're going to put in the corner. That's not happening. So, I don't know what the mix is. I don't know how to add that into what they got going on. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a challenge for JJ Redick. It's not one of those things where you just get LeBron James back and magic just happens, right? How do you integrate him back into the spot?
I think this is weird. I think it's the first time we really had, not the first time, I think weirdly is LeBron James. This is what his MO is. It was Miami is a different team than Cleveland when he went back. It was a different team than the Lakers when he went and won with Anthony Davis. And all 3 teams had a cast that had championship caliber qualities. And the championship caliber quality with this team is obviously offense. But it's almost like that outside chance and dream and hope for me. If I was a LeBron, I still like his game. And it just seems like it's right in rhythm in the pattern of his game, of his career. And I would think if he's smart and comparing him to Jordan, I'm going to do it immediately, get it out of the way. If you're going to do that, what better way than be compared to Mike when you say, yo, I won with 4 different teams, completely different teams. Anthony Davis, Kyrie, D Wade, Luka Doncic. No teammate is alike. And granted, he'll be in the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar role at 40 years old. And I say he ain't no damn number 1 option, but Kareem wasn't no number 1 option either. People will overstate that. He was the number 1 option for 20 games in the playoffs. Cool. But that's what LeBron has to wait for. So for me, I don't know if Kenny Smith is correct. Like, I think the other thing he left out was the fact that none of them play defense. They're going to get smoked by OKC, Minnesota, who else is a good offensive? Whoever was a good Golden State, I think, would smoke them on offense. Like it's going to be a lot. The Nuggets are
Denver.
going to smoke them. So, but you got two guys. Austin Reaves is not like Kenny Smith made a mistake. That he ain't like no joker. I understand his point that have the ball in his hands to create rhythm. That's a big deal. But can LeBron play off ball? Can Luka play off ball? One of them has to learn how to play off ball. That is a fact. But I think
mean,
LeBron is seasoned enough to go, yo, I'm trying to get number 5, man.
Luka's motor is revved at too high of a it's revved too high. LeBron's motor isn't revved as high as it used to be. You're still gonna get what you're gonna get out of LeBron James, but to elevate them to a high level, taking the ball out of Luka Doncic's hands, I don't think is the move. I just don't think that's the move at this stage of everybody's career, where everybody's at, the level that everybody's playing at. You can't take the ball out of his hands. And what he becomes now, a guy that plays off the ball, right? Now you try to adjust, you try to get him to adjust. I think you get the older player to adjust, the guy who's going to be walking out the door sooner rather than later, right? And you just add him. Like the role that LeBron James needs to be playing right now is actually a role. Like he doesn't need to be dominant for them to win. I just don't think that it's there anymore. He doesn't need to be a 25, 8-8 guy anymore. The winning and the success doesn't weigh on if he's playing at an elite supreme level. If that's the case, then they're in trouble. Because you asking him now to muster that up night in and night out. That ain't easy, and I don't think that's particularly smart. So I think you can see what you have right now. DeAndre Ayton is playing really inspired right now. They got Jake LaRavie, whoever the fuck that is, playing at an elite level, just shot making.
You saw that when Ant-Man said, somebody in the crowd yelled out, yo, who's number 12? He said, we don't know. We
don't know. I'm asking the same questions. So, you know what I mean? Like, they got a thing going on over there. JJ Redick has a good rotation. They 7-2 right now. They playing good ball through their first 9 to 10 games. You know, don't come and rock the boat, baby. Just come in and play.
And that's the thing. Like, as much as he could be thinking about his legacy or whatever, the last thing about LeBron is that he wants to rock the ball. He's the center of attention. He can't get out of the way. He is clumsy. He started the season off. He basically suspended himself. I don't know if his back is hurt. I don't really care. You're 1,000 years old, so you deserve the time off. But it's the way he goes about things. And credit to him because we haven't heard a thing from him yet. Like, there's no real. Usually he drops some like, yo, I might retire tomorrow, guys. There's usually some. So I might have to take that. I walk it back a little bit. He's been doing a great job of holding his superstardom as calm as possible. I think because he's still a superstar at the end of the day, and you can't.
Yes.
He knows what it means to be in Luka's spot, and I think he's done a pretty good job at just like, yo, Luka, you do your thing.
Well, in this fourth iteration, last thing I'm gonna say with this, in his fourth iteration of different style of team, maybe in this iteration he has to also factor in that he's an aging superstar, and it's not the typical way, right? He's not a liability out there. He's not a guy that you got to get off the floor, that you can't play because he's going to be a detriment. But the style, the effect that he has on the game has to change at this stage of the game. It has to, and that's not an indictment on who he is, his career, his legacy, none of that. We're talking about what's in front of them right now and how those guys are playing. He doesn't need to come in and dominate the ball and knock off the rhythm. He needs to gracefully ingratiate himself into the lineup and get it going.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.